Alright, good morning guys. It is tomorrow and we made it to Delphi last night. The ride from Matoria to Delphi took us about 3 hours and it wasn't bad. Nice, no traffic, great roads again. All we did last night was had some souvlaki and some moussaka, and then we called it a night. We were exhausted, too much climbing the last few days. So this morning we are about quarter of a mile away from the ruins, so we're gonna come on down here and check out what Delphi has to offer, see what Zeus and Apollo are up to in this part of Greece. And we're not really sure. I know there's the Apollo temple and some museums up here, so we're gonna take you along and show you what we got. And look out behind us. That was the view from our hotel last night. Just a spectacular view up here. Loving it so far, and it's another beautiful day. I mean, it's got to be about 75 degrees, almost 80 degrees already. Not a cloud around, so we're gonna burn our heads. Let's go explore. Ooh, fantastical. Now you see there's a trail over there. It starts down there and you can see it zigzagging up through the mountains, and it goes around back all the way up to there. And a mountain with a trail is nothing but tempting. But we're exhausted, so we're not gonna do it. Alright, so our first stop is at the Delphi Archaeological Museum and Dig Site. So we're gonna go in and see if we can learn a little bit about everything we're gonna be seeing today. Okay, so we just tried to enter through the exit. Let's go up here and start over.
Alright, so we just arrived and we paid the entrance fee, which was €12 each, so 24 total, and that is for the archaeological site and the museum. So we're going to start out with the archaeological site first, so then we can cool off in the AC in the museum later on.
Sounds like a plan, because it's getting hot.
Yes.
Alright, I'm following you. Take me to Zeus. Alright, so nothing's labeled good here, and we followed these people. They went in through, I guess, another exit and got screamed at for, like, real rudely. So now we're gonna head around and see if we can find the actual way in, because there's two things to see. There's the outside archaeological site and then the museum on the inside, and I don't see why. I don't know, they really are strict about which way you go in. Alright, we found the yellow brick road with the right arrows. We're going in the right direction now. Yeah, I thought Patty was kidding when he said every time you start the vlog and talk to your camera, some big truck or something goes by and makes a lot of noise. But sure as shit, every time I turn this camera on, a bus or something goes by.
I know.
We just got inside and there is a little bit of shade, luckily. But we are heading up to the Apollo Sanctuary from 6th century BC. It was excavated in the 15th century, and there seems to be a lot of ruins up here, a lot of rocks. They got them in metal cages and all over. So I guess some things never changed. This is the first stop along the way, and this is what used to be where visitors coming to see Apollo Sanctuary would stop and get their food and gifts and offerings for the gods. They'd purchase them right here. So just like in modern times, you walk in and there's a souvenir shop. This little section is where the guards used to post themselves and defend the area, and there was a monument here to the Spartans from after they won their little war. It's all ruins and rubble now. The actual ruins are labeled, there's plaques you can read, but as far as like which directions to walk and where to go, in, out, all that, it's really not set up too well. We can't see any rhyme or reason to it. People are getting lost, it looks like. This is the spot of the old treasury. You can see why the gods love this place. I mean, these views are just amazing. The best part is just looking around, trying to imagine in your mind what it used to look like before the ruins. Whoa, 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 we got an attack going on.
Where is it?
I don't see anything. She was attacked by a ponytail. That ponytail got her.
No, it was a bug.
He's gone.
He
He's scared.
landed right on my...
All right. Emergency diverted.
Oh, no.
All right, where was I? All right, to me, we're gonna take two. To me, the best part is just trying to imagine what this all looked like back in the day and how they even built something like this back then. I mean, look at all these stones stacked up. That's, yeah, right? I know people couldn't even do this with a forklift, let alone by hand. The views, oh. So that was the amphitheater, and that's probably the most well-preserved thing we've seen so far on the grounds here. We were just saying to ourselves, these don't even compare to Ephesus in Turkey. So with that little pissing contest that's going on between the two countries, we're gonna give it thumbs up to the ruins. Turkey wins. But don't worry, Greece, we're about to experience your islands. You might win there. Alright guys, so if you remember when we started this, I had pointed out across the way there was a mountain with a trail, and I said, oh, we don't want to climb today, we're not even gonna attempt that shit. To get to the top of the outside archaeological ruins and get to the stadium up top, it's actually a higher climb than that. So there's karma kicking me in the ass for saying something before. I jinxed us. But we're almost to the top now, and go ahead.
My pro tip is come early. Do it before all the tour buses get here if you're driving your own car, and before the sun gets really, really hot. And if you burn easily, make sure you wear your sunscreen. And these definitely help. A hat so you're not squinting as much. And plenty of water. Let's head on up. See this?
There's always one. Wanders off.
We made it. Stadium.
Did we?
This is the outside of it. This thing looks huge.
That's it. That's the stadium. And of course someone has to always. So Alyssa says this was used for both religious ceremonies and for racing. And I can see that. There's temples down there, altars. And someone's little vacation home way up top. Alright, we made it to the top. We checked out the stadium, and now we're gonna head back down and look inside the museum, cool off a little bit. I'll take the view over the ruins any day. If you guys can see that road that comes down there, and then it passes in front of the ruins, and then goes down around the curve and down there, that was our morning jog this morning. How's that for a view?
That right there, as we were jogging past it, actually said that was their ancient gymnasium.
Makes it a little easier to jog every morning when you have views like that. Alright guys, so we walked around in there for about an hour and a half and we covered it all. It was getting a little hot, but we made it all the way to the top. They do offer an audio tour, although when we got here, no one offered it to us. The lady at the front never even told us about it, so maybe it was just for tour guides, I don't know, but there were people listening to a guide. You could read all the plaques and get all the same information. Just like we said before, come early because it gets hot up there. There's not much shade. Well, there was some shade, but you're walking around in the beating sun, so come early. Now we're gonna head over to the museum, go inside and enjoy some AC. Woo!
See what we missed.
Got a quiet part of the museum where I could talk. There's a lot of stuff that they brought out, artifacts that they dug up on the hill. There's showcases with some of the offerings that were made to the gods. It's pretty interesting. Lots of stuff in here. Some of it's in really, really good condition still. World's first Easter egg. Just kidding. So they found this statue, and then they found her head and put them together to make one. Alright guys, so we just left the museum and it was about a half hour inside there. Lots of tour groups, so it was getting a little pushy and crowded. But it was worth it. Nicely well laid out and some interesting stuff in there. I think though, let's get across the street here. And I think we're done with the crowds for a little bit, so we're gonna go find some stuff to eat and relax a bit. All right guys, so we took you guys to the curse. All right, no buses coming. All right guys, so we took you guys to Matoria yesterday and Delphi today. We had a blast in both places, definitely worth coming to see. I think now we're gonna devour this pizza and then, well honestly, we climbed Mount Olympus, we climbed the mountain in Montenegro, in Qatar, and we climbed the one in Peja. So we are exhausted. We're gonna go find ourselves a beach where we can relax for a day or two before we go explore Athens. So we're gonna kill our little lunch here, hit the road, and we'll see you guys on a beach soon.
We almost made it back to our Panda Mobile. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.